Back in New Zealand again. I'm your host Yusuf, and these are 10 scary laws in New Zealand you should never break. Make sure you subscribe and ring that bell to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Anyways, let's head down under. Number 10, it's a crime to deface a banknote. Under the Reserve Bank of New Zealand Act 1989, it's a crime to willfully deface, disfigure, or mutate banknotes. Any person who breaks this law will face a fine up to $1,000. The idea of the law is to try and preserve paper money. In 2000, filmmaker Taika Waititi broke the law when he painted money as a part of an art project. Number 9, New Zealand will deny residency visas if a person's BMI is too high. The New Zealand Immigration Services require migrants to undergo a complete medical examination. This includes a body mass index test, or a BMI test. There have been cases where New Zealand has denied immigration to those who do not have a healthy BMI. Our country has an obesity problem, and New Zealand is among the top 3 fattest countries in the world. The law was put in place for budgetary reasons. A spokesman for New Zealand's Immigration Services said NZ's healthcare system can't afford to have more overweight people in the country. Number 8, the authorities can legally confiscate your land. Auckland landowners should keep a strict eye on their land. If your land is near the Waitemata to Manukau Harbour Canal, the authorities have the right to confiscate it. This is under the 1908 Auckland and Manukau Canal Act. It can take the land from time to time, whether within or without the limits of its jurisdiction. Number 7, atomic energy laws. The 1945 Atomic Energy Act requires anyone who finds uranium in New Zealand to report it to the government within 3 months. You have to report where you found the uranium also. Failing to comply is a criminal offense. Also, every high school in the country is allowed to have 1 pound of uranium and 1 pound of thorium for conducting experiments. But if there's ever a nuclear explosion, schools will have to pay a $1 million fine. Number 6, the Whanganui River has the rights of a living person. After being officially confirmed under New Zealand law, the Whanganui River has the exact same rights as a human being. The local Maori tribe has fought for the recognition of their river for 140 years. In a world first, the river has a legal personality with all the rights and liabilities as an actual person. Harming or abusing the river is no different to harming the tribe or any other New Zealander. They're one in the same. It's a unique status that recognizes the significance of the river to the region's people. So whether you've got uranium in the shed or some land in the Waitemata to Manukau Harbour area you'd like to keep hold of, watch out for New Zealand's odd laws. Number 5, wearing a disguise. In New Zealand, it is illegal to wear a mask or any face covering with the intent to disguise your identity in a way that would be likely to intimidate, threaten, or offend others. This law is primarily aimed at preventing crime or disorderly behavior. The law regarding wearing disguises in New Zealand is primarily covered under the Crimes Act 1961. It was established to address situations where individuals intentionally conceal their identity to intimidate, threaten, or offend others. The law aims to maintain public order and prevent the use of disguises for criminal activities such as robbery or harassment. Number 4, selling or distributing fireworks. While fireworks are often associated with celebrations, in New Zealand it is generally illegal for individuals to sell or distribute fireworks. However, there are certain exceptions, such as public fireworks displays authorized by the local authorities. The restrictions on selling or distributing fireworks in New Zealand are governed by the Hazardous Substances and New Organisms Act 1996 and the Fireworks Regulation 2001. These regulations were introduced to ensure public safety and reduce the risk of accidents or injuries caused by unregulated use of fireworks. The law allows for authorized public displays to take place under controlled conditions, but generally prohibits the sale or distribution of fireworks to individuals. Number 3, noisy footwear. In New Zealand, it is against the law to wear noisy footwear in public places with the intention of annoying or offending others. While not specifically defined, this law is aimed at preventing people from intentionally wearing footwear that creates excessive noise in public areas. The noisy footwear law falls under the Summary Offences Act 1981. It was established to address situations where individuals deliberately wear footwear that creates excessive noise in public places to annoy or offend others. The law aims to maintain public peace and prevent disturbances caused by intentional noise-making in public areas. Number 2, forbidden to publish information about court proceedings. In some cases, it is illegal to publish or broadcast details about court proceedings in New Zealand. This law aims to protect the privacy and reputation of individuals involved in court cases, especially in cases where there are name suppression orders or other legal restrictions. The restrictions on publishing information about court proceedings in New Zealand are primarily governed by the Criminal Procedure Act in 2011 and the New Zealand Bill of Rights Act 1990. These laws aim to balance the principles of open justice and the right to a fair trial with the protection of individuals' privacy and reputations. They allow for certain restrictions, such as name suppression orders, to be imposed on specific cases to protect the interests of the parties involved. Number 1, restrictions on possessing offensive weapons. New Zealand has strict laws regarding the possession of offensive weapons. It is illegal to possess, carry, or use weapons such as flick knives, knuckle dusters, or tasers without a lawful purpose or proper authorization. The laws regarding offensive weapons in New Zealand are covered under the Arms Act 1983. These laws were established to regulate the possession, use, and distribution of weapons that have a higher potential for harm or misuse. The aim is to maintain public safety and reduce the violent incidents involving offensive weapons. Thanks for watching. Those were 10 scary laws in New Zealand you should never break. Leave a like and comment if you think we missed anything, and we hope you have a scary day.